afternoon, this is Trey with BuildIdaho.com. In an effort to bring you the best information about buying and building new homes, today we're at St. Jude's groundbreaking, and this gentleman is responsible for the concept. What's your job?
So,
introduce yourself first, I'm sorry.
No, I'm Scott Perkins. I'm with St. Jude. I am the National Construction Specialist in charge of all construction aspects of our Dream Home program nationwide, and work here locally in Boise the last 2 years with Scott Flynn and Flinner Homes and getting our St. Jude Dream Home going here in the Boise, Idaho area.
So tell me some of the things that Scott didn't mention from your perspective. What can the consumer expect from this operation?
Well, the greatest thing about what Scott and Flinner Homes are doing is last year we built a zero energy home, which was just amazing, and actually there are some things that you guys have spotlighted as well. But the great thing about Flinner Homes is they're always trying to take it to the next level, and Scott can talk in more detail than I can about the carbon neutral approach that we're going to take to this year's home. Last year was more about the energy consumption. This year it's more about building the home. There's a considerable amount of energy expended, and so what we want to do is find a way to offset that, so that what we take out of the environment, we want to put that back in different ways. And so there's some neat ways that he's going to do that, and it's a really neat thing. Aside from being a beautiful house, which this year's house is going to lay out very well. It's going to be a nice home with a U shape. It's going to have an interior type of garden landscaped area. Fantastic design, and you can learn more about it by coming out to the homes when they're open, coming through, actually meet Scott and his staff, talk with them about it, and it's a great fit for us at St. Jude because we've got people that are passionate all across the country, and to have someone that is so passionate and on that forefront, that cutting edge of building green, it's exciting for us.
Wonderful. Well, if you'd like to learn more, we'll get some more interviews as this process happens over the next 8 months, basically, and we'll give you the information about buying this home as we go along.
And thank a couple of our sponsors and partners. We have KTVV here with us, and obviously they make this campaign really successful for us. We of course have Scott Flynn joining us this year again, and we thank him as his wife. We also have Dennis Baker and Associates helping us with the development, which they allowed us to use their land, and which you guys can see how awesome it is. We have a Tova Real Estate that not only Terry Ivans is our chairman, but they also volunteer and help us so much with open houses and everything else. And Norwest Energy Star, I don't know if they're here, but they're going to be a big part of it this year as well. We also have Idaho Power this year again helping us out with the First Wild Country 104.3. They're not here today, but they're excited about the campaign as well. Thank you for Bev to come from Senator Rich's office. We really like to see you guys here.
Thank you all for being here. This is a tremendous showing of support. It's really exciting. I actually think we're in our 6th year.
Yes.
So we're really thankful to the Boise community for supporting the children of St. Jude. It's a big deal. Thank you.
Dennis Baker and Associates are very pleased, very excited about being able to participate with the St. Jude's Dream Home. It's going to be a great home in a beautiful community and going for a great cause, and we can't beat that.
Well, thank you again for coming and supporting St. Jude's. A little bit about last year's house. We raised over $700,000 off the first net zero energy house. That house, I think you're going to start to, you'll hear more and more about that house over the years, because we're going to be registering it in national competitions and stuff, and we're not going to be surprised if that house is deemed one of the most energy efficient in the country. So congrats again to everybody that helped on that. A little bit about this house here. It will be another certified green house under the National Association of Home Builders green building standards. It's going to be a pretty unique floor plan. It's going to be like a horseshoe with interior courtyard, kind of a low flat like a prairie house, like a Frank Lloyd Wright garage in the back, which we love, so we talk about our house and not our garages. The unique thing about this house this year, and this is Flinner's new promo. We've decided to do this very unique thing called carbon neutral construction. And most people think about houses after they've been built and how efficient they are. And the more efficient they are, of course, less emissions from them, right? Because you're burning less fuel and you're drawing less energy, which is burning coal somewhere else to create emissions. But nobody focuses on the construction part of the house. And so what we've done is we have used an EPA carbon generator program, which means is that we've gone in and we've determined that everybody that works on the house, anywhere from me, who's going to be traveling from the office, or Bill, or all subcontractors, all city officials, we figured out, we built in there like travel for plan development. We've determined how much waste is generated from the site, waste outside of our recycled waste from the sites, and we've determined through power bills and natural gas bills how much we consume with skill saws and drills and everything like that. Okay? Well, this program spits out how much carbon is emitted from the whole process of construction. And it's staggering what we've found. We have found that each house generates at least 16 tons of carbon. So 32,000 pounds of carbon is generated through the construction of one Flinter home. That calculates out to 11,500 cubic meters of carbon generated into the atmosphere. We found that we drive 11,000 miles. 11,000 miles for one house. Okay? And we consume over 920 gallons of either gas and diesel. So these numbers are just staggering. And so what we've done, since we've identified our emissions, we're going to, through education, try and figure out a way to reduce our emissions. And then what we're doing is we're offsetting our emissions through what we call carbon offsets. So we go and we work with a company that has worked with other companies that have reduced their emissions, and when you reduce your emissions, you can sell these what they're called carbon credits. So we're generating, and then we're buying carbon credits that offsets our emissions. Okay, so this house is going to be the first one in Idaho, at least, after talking to the mayor, Mayor Beater. He's like, nobody's doing this. So this will be the first carbon neutral construction built house. We have also determined to build every house after this carbon neutral. So now we're a 100% certified green and carbon neutral construction company. And we have a challenge out right now called the Flinter Challenge. We're challenging all other individuals, families, and companies to do the same. Okay, so hopefully over the next weeks and months, years, that you'll start to hear about the Flinter Challenge and what it means to offset your emissions. I don't want to say it's cutting edge, it's just responsible. We're being responsible. We're not emitting anything negative into the atmosphere. Just a pleasure and an honor to be able to do this for St. Jude's and the community of Boise. So I want to say thank you for participating. Thank you.